Hey guys, gonna let you in on a little mishap that happened yesterday on Christmas afternoon on the 180-gallon reef, and explain how this was contained as a small mishap and did not become a major disaster. So yesterday afternoon, I was happened to be in my living room and looking at the tank, and luckily enough, this happened. As I was right here in front of it, I heard a pop, and all of the power went out. And the pop was the GFCI outlet had tripped, and everything plugged into that outlet, went off, which was strange because everything's been running on here for months and have not had any issues. So I was a little concerned why this happened, so I reset the outlet, and again, a few seconds later, a minute later, it popped again. So, I knew something was going on here. So let me show you what I've got. So down here in my sump, I've got an outlet back there, which you can see. That's a GFCI outlet. And I've got, a lot of my equipment plugged into there, but not everything. So that one was popping, the breaker in there. So I knew something was up because, that is intended to, the breaker is supposed to trip if it detects an electrical fault in the system. And, it's a good idea to have one of those types of outlets anywhere where you're running electricity near water. So something evidently was shorting out in here. So I started going through each piece of equipment, trying to, figure out which one it could be. And I focused in on my heaters. Now I normally have two heaters in here, and I'll put a little clip in because I took a video of what happened yesterday. But one of my heaters apparently somehow got a pinhole in it. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I saw air bubbles, bubbling up out of the heater, which obviously is not supposed to happen. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know if water somehow leaked into there, and it was boiling on the heating element, and the expanding gas needed a place to go, and somehow created a pinhole, and was releasing through part of the heater, which you'll see. But yeah, that's not supposed to happen. So I immediately unplugged that heater, took it out of the system, reset the breaker again, and everything's been running just fine. So I don't know how or why that heater malfunctioned in the way that it did, but it happened. And, the reason that did not become a major catastrophe is, A, the breaker did exactly what it was supposed to do. It tripped, so there was no risk of, electrical fire, electrocution, or anything like that. The power was cut to the system immediately when it detected a fault. So that's good. And I was able to remove the heater and get it out of the system. And two, I always run two heaters in my system. So the fact that I had a secondary heater meant that I could remove the first one, and I can get by. I've ordered a new heater today. I've actually upgraded the heater, getting a better type. I got one of those titanium heaters with an external temperature controller, and that's what I'll be putting into here. But it goes to show you, always plan for failure. That's why I had two heaters in here, so that if one failed, I would be able to get by until I got a replacement, and that's exactly what's happening now. So that one in there now is probably working overtime, trying to keep up with the demands of the system. But it's doing its job. The temperature hasn't really changed, but it just goes to show you, these little things can happen, and it's best to have a plan. So luckily I was home to catch this. It's an easy fix, replace the heater, but it just made me think I need to come up with a plan. If I was not home, how could I prevent this? I don't know if it can be prevented, but I certainly have upgraded to a higher quality heater. And these ones weren't bad heaters to begin with. These were the Aqueon Pro. There we go. Sorry about that. Aqueon Pro heater that I was using. And I don't know how it failed, but it did. So this is the bad one. I'm going to be calling Aqueon tomorrow. They were closed for the holidays. But this was the 250 watt Pro. And I had been using this for 2 years, basically 2 years straight, and never had a problem until today or yesterday. So I had the 2 of them running on the system, and I've upgraded to a bigger heater anyway, so these ones don't have to work so hard. But I don't know. Just wanted to let you know, what happened, and just remind you to, check your heaters. Make sure you do plug your equipment into a GFCI outlet. It can really save your equipment or even your life possibly if something were to really seriously go wrong. And I guess that's about it. So I was able to catch this in time, get it fixed, and what could have been something much worse. It's just a minor annoyance. So, okay, guys, I guess I'll finish this video up, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.